last week, Boston was home to Boston Gay Pride Week, one of the largest gay celebrations on the eastern seaboard. Every year in mid-June, the gay community of New England hosts a parade, a series of neighborhood block parties, and a number of different activities throughout the city. Beth McGurr is a driving force behind Boston's lesbian club scene for more than 15 years. As CEO and founder of lesbiannightlife.com, she's also a host for one of the fun nights during the week of the celebration. Her website is the go-to for women's events all over the country. Locally, she's best known for her big annual events like the recent Memorial Day celebration in Provincetown and the upcoming Stargaze Women's Camping Festival in September. Welcome to Urban Update. Thanks for coming in, Beth.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, first of all, just how do you think things went last week? A big week for the gay community, Gay Pride Week in Massachusetts.
Yes, it's such a fun time in the city. You know, everybody is so festive and creative with their costumes and decorations for the Pride Parade and parties and everything going on. It's really a good time. Okay,
now what motivated you to start producing women's events in Boston?
Well, like everyone else, I turned 21 and I was looking for some place to go, and you know, there really wasn't that much going on for women. So I started searching around, couldn't find anything, and just decided to start on my own. You know, I found a little bar. I got a group of friends to get together, and we just started going to this bar every week, and it grew and grew and grew, and before I knew it, I was doing events at restaurants and bars and clubs all over the city.
Wow. Now, it's my understanding that just a few local events turned into a national website. How did that happen? Tell me about that.
It's actually pretty exciting because it's 8 years ago this week that I launched Lesbian Nightlife. It was initially for Boston promoters, women to kind of spread the word about their events to other women, and so that everybody can find out what's going on. And I launched it during the Esme Women's Block Party, which is my big, it was yesterday, big block party we do every year for Pride. And people loved it. They just started asking me, you know, I'm going to be in New York, what is there to do? Or I'm going to be in Chicago or LA. And I just started adding more and more cities, and before I knew it, within a couple of years, we were national. So.
Well, you must have an incredible network built.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. I guess I know a lot of people. So.
Wow. Now, how many events do you do every year, and kind of what's the, I guess, what's the difference from year to year?
Yeah, well, we do. I try to be as diverse as possible, create a bunch of different types of events, anything from little nightclubs and bars and restaurants to these big annuals. You know, I focus a lot now on my annual events, which is Memorial Day weekend in Provincetown. It's kind of a spring break for girls. You know, everybody turns 21, they go to Provincetown, we take over the whole town. It's just, you know, crazy and fun. And then, you know, this week with Pride, and then in August I do the Fusion Women's Pool Party. That's another one of my favorites. And Stargaze, which is my baby. It's a camping festival, creative camping.
So. Now, what about the Fusion Pool Party? Did you mention that?
Yes.
Talk a little bit more about that. I guess you get a lot of celebrity guests there, I hear.
We do. You know, Fusion, I've been doing Fusion for about 6 years now at the Randolph Country Club. It's we take over the whole pool area. We put a stage outside. We have DJs and dancers, and we usually have some celebrity guests. Like, we've been very lucky with Whitney from The Real L Word, and you know, recording artists. We've had different singers and stuff over the years. We even have a giant slip and slide, you know, an adult slip and slide.
Well, who could resist that?
No, you know.
What's your favorite of all the events?
Right now, and you know, it's different whenever you ask me, but right now my favorite has to be Stargaze. Stargaze is, it's almost like a community in and itself. We basically take over a campground and we invite everybody to share their talents with the community. It's art, music, we have an all-day concert, we do a lantern festival. It's really beautiful, and we get all different types of women, from 21 to 80. We actually had an 80-year-old woman there this year, and they just all get together by the campfire, toast marshmallows, sing songs, and have a good time.
The campgrounds were here in New England, or?
We're doing it in New Hampshire. At this year, it's at Barrington Shores Campground. So.
Okay, wow. How did you ever come up with that idea?
Well, I travel a lot, and I go to a lot of festivals, and I basically took some of my favorite aspects from each festival and put them together to create this weekend.
And I guess if anyone wants to find out more information about the events, where they should go to? Well,
you can go to lesbiannightlife.com/events. That's our local events. And then if you just go to lesbiannightlife.com, that's more national. So you can click a city and really find out what's going on wherever you are.
What have you learned about in doing all of these events over the last several years? I mean, how has it affected you? What have you learned? Impact on your life?
I learned nothing's easy. Everything takes a lot of work, but I definitely have the best job in the world. I love what I do. I love bringing people together, and just our motto is make life fun. And that's what I really try to do. And you've seen it this week with Pride, and you'll see it with the camping festival. It's just all about having fun.
And one more thing, we had a big Memorial Day celebration down in Provincetown.
Yeah, that's probably what we're best known for. That's our big. Like I said, it's a spring break. Basically, we take over the whole town, and everybody comes out and parties, and there's restaurants and bars and everything.
And for anyone who doesn't know, your basic theme is?
Make life fun.
Make life fun. Okay. And it's and once again, the website is?
lesbiannightlife.com.
Okay. All right. And we'll leave it right there. Beth McGurr, congratulations. You've got a good long run here.
I have.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Well, thanks for coming in.